Gary Trance in the 66W. Inside row number 2, that'll be Cameron Black in the number 23. And on the outside, meet Demetrius Trelos in the 111J. The number 42,
10 laps.
Wilson, will be inside row number 3. Outside him.
What's this now? The
Last Chance Showdown.
modifieds.
Modified Sportsman in
Modifieds. See.
Tommy Jackson is going to start inside row number 4. 3 cars will qualify. Last chance qualifier for the small block modified. Joel Hall looks to be your early leader. He'll take him down the backstretch. Demetrius Trelos jumps up into spot number 2 in that one.
Yellow backstretch. So Durant was slow off the start. He's going to roll off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Caution flag is going to come out onto the racetrack as we score lap number 1. Joel Hall, your early leader in the 29JH. Kerry Durant sitting in the outside.
High school with the Joel Hall.
Demetrius Trelos jumping up into the number 3 spot. Followed by the Colton Wilson 42, Luke Fuller 74, Tommy Jock Jr. in the 31. So Kerry Durant's getting that long push off the top of turn number 3 back towards his pit area. I want to thank all you great race fans for joining us here. First night of 2 for the Showdown in September here at the Nasty Track of the North. Can-Am Speedway as we close out the 2021 racing season here. Track safety lights going off. Kurt Beckman's going to pull the Can-Am Speedway, Bob Johnson Auto Group pace truck to the infield. We get ready to fire him back to light. Turn number 4. Back in it once again. Don't work off turn number 2. Demetrius Trelos gets a beautiful restart to the outside of the speedway. He'll take the spot away. He'll get 2 cars.
Yellow.
Backstretch.
We got mixed up good.
Number 9 of Christian Smoke involved over on the backstretch as well as
Caught the whole thing.
the J82, Joe Shields. They got together in turn number 2. Shields went off the back of the speedway. Now he's backed up onto the racetrack. He may have to head back towards the pit area. Christian Smoke facing the wrong direction in the number 9 over on the backstretch.
There's OJ.
Yep.
Hot rod.
Hook in turn 2 and hook in turn 3.
Getting a look at the replay here, courtesy of Pam Fraser, DirtTrackDigest.tv. See if we can figure out what happened over there. Looks like Joe Shields was sideways coming off turn number 2. He's going to collect Christian Smoke. Smoke nowhere to go as he piled in over on turn number 2. A lot of damage to the inside of the Smoke number 9. Shields went way off the backstretch. Now Smoke's going to need a record to get that car back towards the pit area. Well, tomorrow afternoon here, everything starts 1 hour earlier tomorrow night. So move this whole race program up 1 hour tomorrow night. We'll start a little bit earlier. The Empire Super Sprints will be here tomorrow night, as well as the Dirt Car Sportsman for the John Burr Memorial, the Dirt Motorsports Nostalgia Tour, Dirt Modified Nostalgia Tour will be here as well, with the Mod Lights, and of course we'll close out the night with a 30-lap Enduro.
Rick's coming tomorrow night too. Yeah. Rexers they're gonna need over there.
Oh, that's lovely.
Huh?
Transponder on the track, and plus there's metal coming out of the pits.
Joe Shields, the J82, able to get back out onto the speedway. Will race his way around, join to the back of our field as the field continues to circulate under caution. Hook going on. You can see the heavy damage now to the inside of Christian Smokes number 9. That thing is tore up from the left front corner back. And a tough break for the young man out of Akwesasne, and that's going to end his evening effectively here tonight.
Makes
As
for
we
a
are
long
in the
ride
left-hand
home.
qualifier for the small block modified. Well, Demetrius Strelos is your leader, the 111 machine making the long trip over from Vermont to race with us here this evening. He'll restart inside row number 1. Joel Hall holding on to the number 2 spot. Cameron Black third. Fourth is the number 42 machine. That is Colton Wilson. Wilson's followed by the Luke Fuller number 74. And Fuller missing from the lineup here now. Back behind him, Tommy Jock Jr., Mike Stacy, and Kerry Terrance ended his night earlier on lap number 1.
What the hell?
There's a transponder, they don't want to break it.
A
So we still have
transponder.
debris out on the speedway over in turn number 2. The reason for the caution remaining out on the racetrack.
It's what tells the computer what number car it
Yeah,
is.
how many cars do you need to pick it up?
They can't find it.
The field continuing to circulate under caution here. Again, 3 cars will qualify out of this last chance qualifier for the small block modifieds here tonight. Dirt Cars 358 series event here tonight. We have 3 series races on tap here tonight, as well as the Ron White Memorial for the 4-cylinder open division. So white flag being displayed to the field from Mike LeClaire. We'll get ready to go back to green next time around. Again, Demetrius Jellos is your leader after lap number 1. Trellis going to the outside of the speedway on this restart. Joel Hall down at the bottom in the 29J. Row number 2 to the inside. That is Cameron Black, the 42 of Colton Wilson to the outside. Next row down to the inside, that is Mike Stacy in the 23 machine as we get ready to go back to green. Down to turn number 3 and 4, Mike LeClaire will look him over. Trellis is going to pound the throttle. He'll break the field off turn 4.
Man, he's flying.
Trellis right through the middle of the speedway. He's going to take him down the backstretch. Joel Hall's going to hold on to spot number 2. Here's the battle for the final qualifying spot. Cameron Black going to the inside to number 23. The Purdy Bus Pet Service out of the Farmville. Number 42 will take the spot. 1 and 2. Then it's the 23 of Mike Stacy trying to close that gap as they swing off turn number 2 down the back to the 31 of Tommy Jock Jr. Next car in tow as they swing into turn number 3 and 4. Back down the front stretch of down in front. Fellows works on turn number 2 down the back stretch. Cameron Black holding on to that second position down into turn number 3 and 4. I should say third position as they head into turn number 3. Joel Hall into that second spot. Joel Hall with 29. Cameron Black with 23 sides right now. And make their way into qualifying positions here out of the last chance qualifier. They work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Golden Wilson back to number 4 spot, followed by the 23 of Mike Stacy down to the turn 3 and 4. Ross Mike moving out of the line. Trello's continuing to sizable jump off turn number 2 down the back. It's going to hold on to that second place by a sizable margin now over Cameron Black number 23. Qualifier for the dirt car 358 modifies for their series event here this evening at K&M. Field stretching out as the 111 of Demetrius Fellows continues to show the way in front of Wilson. White Stacy back to Shields number 82 and the 31 of Tommy Jock Jr. They'll work off turn number 4 this time. Fellows has really opened up this lead over the rest of the field. They'll go down to number 1 and 2. Fellows got 26 seconds out in front. They'll head down to turn number 3 and 4. Hall in the roof to rails open section. Number 29 continues to hold on to that second spot, followed by the 23 of Cameron Black as the white flag is waving. White flag out this time as they came by. 5.2 second lead for Demetrius Trellos as he's going to race his way into tonight's feature here at Can-Am off turn number 4. Trellos is going to see the checkered flag first. He'll race his way into tonight's dirt car 358 modified series race. Along with Joel Hall from Cameron Black and number 23, a couple of Friday night regulars here at Can-Am. They are in the show. Going home will be Golden Wilson, the 42, and the 23 of Mike Stacy, the 31 of Tommy Jock Jr., and Joe Shields in the J82.
I think I better go drain this thing.
I ain't going anywhere.
Huh?
I said I'm not going anywhere.
Oh.
So another last chance qualifier getting ready to roll out onto the speedway. This will
Filling up.
be
Yeah.
modified last chance qualifier number 2. RJ Tressler, the number 21 machine, will be inside row number 1. Rocky Warner's number 98 will be outside him. Inside row number 2, that will be the 26 of Mike Bandigo. Outside will be the 55 of Matt Woodruff. Darren Mitchell, the number 87.9, also on the speedway. So 5 cars out for the second last chance qualifier. Off turn number 3 and 4, green flag will wave. RJ Tressler and Rocky Warner off turn number 2 down the back. Warner's going to go to the outside of the speedway. He'll look for the early lead down to turn number 3. Tressler's going to settle into spot number 2 as they come off. Turn number 4, lap number 1. Mike Bandigo settling into spot number 3. Bandigo leads Woodruff off turn number 2 down the backstretch. They will go as they get out in front of the 87 as they head down to the turn number 3 and 4. the 98 machine. Battle shaping up right now mid-pack as Stresser goes to the inside. Here comes Mike Mandigo to the top side of the racetrack. Mandigo trying to take the runway off to number 4. They'll swing to the outside. Stresser to number 10 down. Mandigo up to the number 3 spot. As he works right through the middle of turn at number 2 down the backstretch. So Mandigo drives to the outside of Tresson and takes that spot away. Woodruff up to the number 2 spot as they come off turn number 4 this time down the stretch 4 at the line. Rocky Warner continues to press the advantage down the field. 2.91 seconds lead off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Woodruff second, third is Mandigo, fourth Tresson, fifth belongs to Mitchell in the 87.9 down the backstretch. That battle will continue. Cross break coming out this time. In this big off. Now they'll go up turn number 2, Mandigo, the MMR Racing 26 down the backstretch. Out of Wakachi, New York, up to that number 3. And they come up turn number 4 this time. Rocky Warner, all time is explosive over continuing to stretch that advantage almost a full straightaway lead over the 55 of Matt Woodruff. And then it's all another straightaway back to the 26 of Mike Mandigo as they come up turn number 4 this time. Well, it didn't take long for this team to get spun up all the way around the lead. Right now, Rocky Warner, the class of the field, trying to race his way into tonight's feature action here at Can-Am. Parallel flags are out just 2 more trips around quickly as they come down the front stretch. Warner again holding on to a sizable lead, which is stretched out to 4.318 seconds. He'll come off turn number 4 this time. Rocky Warner out in front of the field on rails. That car just drives through the middle of the turn. And down to turn number 2 for the final time. Matt Woodruff holding on to the second spot. He's followed by Mike Mandigo, number 26. And the RJ Trust number 21. And Derek Mitchell holding on to that final spot as they go down the turn. The final time, Rocky Warner is going to score the win. And Woodruff Mike Mandigo will hold on to the third and final position, followed by the winner of RJ and Garrett Mitchell's number 87G. Well, last chance qualifiers now out for the Sportsman division here. Peyton Talbot's number 14. He will be inside row number 1. Outside him, that'll be Dalton Rambo into number 41. The number 92 of Frank Sidley Jr. will go inside row number 2. Outside him will be Michael Delormier in the number 10 machine. Delormier's number 10 will be on the inside. Outside him will be the 25 of George Sanford, the number 5 of Kyle Diemendorf going to the bottom of the inside of that first row. I got that. He's up to the third row. Then it's the number 1 of Ricky Thompson to the inside of row number 4. Outside him, Corey Castell, the number 10X, Delbert LeGros, 71, and Robert Delormier in the number 1, and Kyle Jacobs in the 16 machine. The number 13 is Ted Starr. Off the turn of 4, green flag is in the air. They'll head down to turn at number 3 and 4 for the very first time. It will be the number 41 of Paul Rumble bringing back the line. He'll look for the early lead. Rumble down to turn number 1 and 2. Peyton Talbot's number 2 spot in the 14 team. They work off the south end of the speedway. Frank Sidley Jr.'s number 92 is going to jump up to the third spot as they swing down the backstretch here. Corey Castell's number 10X will find his way to number 4 spot. Battle shaping up for that fifth position. Ricky Thompson goes to the bottom. Nelson White way down in front. out. Robert Dorothy, number 10, he'll take the spot away. Now Kyle Dievendorf sets his sights on that battle. Dievendorf down the back, just closing up on the Castell number 10 as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Castell right through the middle of the speedway. Dievendorf trying to square it off to the bottom. Now tilts up to the outside of the racetrack as they'll try to close that gap. Not going to get there. And now there's 1-2. Here comes Ricky Thompson. Ricky Thompson's number 1 B, or 1R, down to the bottom of the racetrack as they work off turn number 2. They'll head down the back. They begin to stretch out just a little bit as they swing off turn number 4 again. Dalton Rombo, a feature win Friday night here in Can-Am, trying to race his way into tonight's Sportsman Series race. Off turn number 2, showing the way Nate Talbot trying to close that gap as they go down the back strip into turn number 3 and 4. Rombo's lead that last time, 0.97 to second. 0.97 as they come back towards the halfway point. Halfway in, Dalton Rombo is your leader. Nate Talbot goes on the second. Frank Sisley is third. Fourth is Michael Morgan. He's followed by Kyle Dievendorf, Ricky Thompson, Corey Castell, Remington Ham, Robert Delorme, George Sanford, Doug LeGros, Ted Starr, and Aaron Jacobs. Rombo down the front. Reps has advantage out in 1.31 second lead for the young man out of Belleville, New York. He's going running down the backstretch. Peyton Talbot continuing to try to close that gap as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Mike LeClaire watching our leader come down the front stretch. Here comes that third place stop. Frank Sibley in the Martin Heating at number 92. Comes from spot number 3. Michael Delorme trying to close the gap. He raised that third spot, but right now Sibley got a good run down the backstretch. They'll work to turn the 3 and 4. Parallel flags are coming out. It was the 41 of Dalton Rombo showing the way. Delvin beginning to close that gap on your leader. We're down to the last lap and a half right now. They are down to turn number 3 and 4. Continuing to eat away at that lead advantage with the white flag will be coming out off turn 4. Dalton Rombo just drives to the top of the racetrack, brings him down the front. Delvin trying to close up on him. Delvin went from a second and a half back to within 1 second of the leader. The final lap off turn number 2 down the backstretch. He's going to run out of real estate as the number 41 of Dalton Rombo is going to drive right through the middle of the speedway. Rombo's going to come off turn number 4, top side of the racetrack. Checker flag is out. Dalton Rombo's going to race his way into tonight's feature, as well as Peyton Talbot and the 92 of Frank Sibley Jr. Michael Delorme, Kyle Dievendorf, Remington Ham, Ricky Thompson, Corey Castell, Robert Delorme, George Sanford, Doug LeGros, Ted Starr, and Aaron Jacobs.
Now what have we got? That was Sportsman's?
Yep. Got another one.
Huh?
Last chance qualifier number 2 is out on the speedway.
Sportsman number 2, 10 laps.
Inside row number 1, outside him, that'll be the 12S of Kyle Sharp. Inside row number 2 to the inside, that will be the number 18 machine. That's Bladen Arquette. He'll be inside row number 2. Outside him, the 621 of Trevor Gibbons. Inside the next row, that spot belongs to the number 33, Rich Murtaugh. He'll start to the bottom of the racetrack. Taylor Dockstader will be outside him in the number 2 machine. Inside number 4, Greg Henry's number 51. Mike Fairbanks, the 151, 31 outside him. And it is along with the Max Hill, the number 32. So green flag coming out that last time as they'll head down to the turn at number 3 and 4. Lap number 1 coming back to the line. It will be the number 51 right over, showing the way out in front of the wheel. Dolbear is going to take him off turn number 2. Kyle Sharp settles into the number 2 spot down the backstretch. Side by side battle behind him. There's Trevor Gibbons to the inside of the racetrack. On the outside is Murtaugh, the number 33M. Gibbons down to the bottom of the Stefanos, piece right out of Carter. Goes to the inside to Kyle Sharp to pick up 2 positions. Down to turn number 1 and 2. Trevor Gibbons got a beautiful run into turn number 1 and 2. Picked up a couple spots. Now here goes Rich Murtaugh right back to the outside one more time. Gibbons trying to hold on to spot number 2. Tries up the hill. Turn number 4 as he tries to reel into Ryan Goldberg. 51B. Followed by the number 12 of Kyle Sharp as he'll get shuffled back one spot. Taylor Doxton is going to go outside him down the back stretch. Trevor Gibbons in the 621G, the 33 of Rich Murtaugh. That is the battle for the number 2 position as they come down the front stretch here. That can be a last-chance qualifier for the Sportsman division for tonight's third card. Sportsman feature, they work off turn number 2 down the back stretch. Murtaugh chasing the 621 of Gibbons and his Blade Narquette. He's in a battle with the 2 of Taylor Doxtader. Doxtader does the slide job right across the nose of Blade Narquette, and he took the spot away. Doxtader, a beautiful movement. Now we got to race off turn number 2. This is for spot number 2. Rich Murtaugh 33 to the outside. Here comes the Gibbons, number 621. Again, right back to the bottom of the racetrack. Gibbons!
Yellow, turn 2.
From the Murtaugh 33, we got caution out on the speedway. Yellow flag is going to wave. The 131 of Mike Fairbanks going to get twisted around in the knot over in turn number 2. So the yellow flag is going to come out onto the racetrack. Fairbanks was running in the top 10, but got twisted in the knot off turn number 2. So the caution flag coming out onto the racetrack will slow things down here. 5 laps in the book.
You go 9,
10 laps.
10 laps.
10 laps for each one.
So Fairbanks going to drive around to the rear of the field. We'll get them all lined up. We'll try this one more time. Track safety lights are going off. 5 laps in the book. Last chance qualifier number 2 for the Dirt Car Sportsman. Getting ready for tonight's series race here at Can-Am. Again, your leader is the number 31 of Ryan Dolbear, Trevor Gibbons. Holding on to spot number 2, Rich Murtaugh almost got to him before that caution flag came out, as we're going to remain under yellow.
Stay yellow, debris on backstretch.
So apparently we have debris middle of the racetrack, exactly straight across from our vantage point here in the tower. So very quickly that's going to get picked up. Track safety lights going off. The Can-Am Speedway, Bob Johnson Auto Group Pace truck will pull to the safe haven of the infield. We'll get ready to go back to green again. Ryan Dolbear being shown as your leader. Trevor Gibbons second. Gibbons was battling off Rich Murtaugh the last few laps. They had a great battle going on as we get ready to go back to green down to turn number 3 and 4. Mike LeClaire will look the field over. The restart point is that cone right there coming out of turn number 4. Waiting for the 31 of Ryan Dolbear to jump on the throttle. He'll pound it up turn number 4. Couple of cars getting together in the back. We got one upside down. Ricky Page is over.
Red.
He's going to get upside down. And the 131 of Mike Fairbanks also involved. So
Goddamn 131.
red flag is going to come out very quickly. We're going to stop the field over in turn number 4. So the Rick Page number 4 machine gets upside down. Slow roll over here in the turn number 4, but needless to say, upside down, you got to make sure our driver is okay. We're waiting to hear from our safety crew over there. So Ricky Page, number 4B, turning the mic. Getting upside down, rolling over. We're still waiting to hear from our track safety crew over there. Looks like they are talking to Rick inside the FX Cabrera Ford number 4B machine. The Fairbanks number 131 also involved in that caution. And they got together middle of the speedway. Ambulance very quickly on the scene. This accident happening at the back of the field on that restart. These guys were way at the back. Not sure what happened there. See the crew going to work trying to get the car back onto all four wheels. A lot of damage on that number 4 machine as they flop it back onto the wheels. Good thing is you can see Rick Page outside of the race car over there. Rick Page is walking around on the outside of the car.
Here comes one of them.
And my apologies, that is what we have being told now. That was Tiger Chapman inside the 4B, the Ricky Page ride. Tiger Chapman driving it here tonight. So the young man was able to get out of the race car. Watching the replay here, looks like he and Kyle Sharp may have got together going down into turn number 1, turned the car sideways, and then got caught up in the accident with Fairbanks, and the 4B ends up getting upside down. But luckily the driver was able to climb out of the race car.
Dunn's wife, Davey.
Yep.
So a little bit of time here to clean up this mess over into turn number 2 as they put the 4B on the hook.
All she needs is her bottle and she's good to go.
What the problem is up there now?
Probably liquid.
Ambulance was given, so good sign.
Yeah, they're all okay. That would be a big problem. I guarantee you they dumped a lot of fuel.
There goes the second one.
Can't tell about the damage. Actually, yeah. No tire.
Or the tire, front tire off.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That Enduro, what's that anyways?
It's basically these cars right here, but they actually make them a little bit more goofy.
It says open 4-cylinder,
Yep.
20 laps.
Oh no, that's the Ron White Memorial. The Enduro's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, what is it anyway?
It's basically these, but they have different things. They have numbers on the top of them. They make them.
Yeah, we got the Post Stock Series race. It's 30 laps. And we got the 358 modified.
Yep.
That's 50. But
Yep.
no caution laps.
Yep. Because.
Sportsman's is 30 laps. And the open 4-cylinder, 20 laps. There goes the fire truck. That's good. Payloader's gone. That's good.
Fluid on the track.
Boys, it's 20 after 10. We get out of here tonight at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll sleep better than last night. I was still
So the field continues to circulate under caution. They'll drive through that spot one more time. We had a little bit of fluid spill right in the middle of turn number 1 and 2.
still awake.
5 laps in the book, last chance
3
qualifier
o'clock
number
this morning.
2 for the Dirt Car Sportsman Division for tonight's Dirt Car Sportsman Series here at Can-Am Speedway.
I couldn't go to sleep to go to hell for.
I was the same way last night. I tossed and
Oh,
turned.
Jesus, all night. And I was up at 7.
Yeah.
So the field's going to double up over on the backstretch. Trevor Gibbons going to the outside of the Ryan Dolbear 31B. Dolbear has the lane choice, obviously, as your leader. He's gone to the inside of the racetrack. So Trevor Gibbons will go outside him. Rich Murtaugh will slide to the inside of row number 2. Taylor Dockstader will be to his outside. Blade Narquette settles to the inside of row number 3. In the 18 machine, outside him, that'll be Greg Henry's number 15 car. As the field continues to circulate under caution here, white flag is being displayed to the field. The 32 of Max Hill will be side by side with Delbert LeGros in row number 4, row number 5. Kyle Sharp to the inside in the number 12. Outside him will be the number 88 machine of Fire Swamp. So track safety lights off one more time. The Can-Am Speedway Bob Johnson Auto Group pace truck will clear the field over on the backstretch into turn number 3. Mike LeClaire back to the office, top of the stairs one more time, ready to turn them loose as they get to the cone in 3 and 4. Dolbear, your leader, takes the inside. He'll fire first when we get to turn number 4. He'll jump on the throttle. Trevor Gibbons gets a good run to the outside. Look at Taylor Dockstader. 3 cars wide off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Dockstader trying to make it go to the outside. He'll get to spot number 2. Gibbons settles back behind him. Now he'll go to the backside of the Ryan Dolbear, number 31. Murtaugh down to the bottom of the racetrack in the 31 machine, or 33. They'll go to turn at number 2, and Taylor Dockstader has found something under the hood of the number 2 machine down the backstretch. He'll go to turn number 3 and 4. Dockstader looking for the lead. Drives off the middle of the speedway, comes down the front stretch. He'll get to the outside of the Dolbear, number 31. Ryan Dolbear trying to hold the lead. Taylor Dockstader goes
Dockstader in the lead.
Dockstader, a regular Friday night runner here in Can-Am, trying to take the lead down to turn number 3 and 4. He'll drive right through the middle of the racetrack. Parallel flags are coming out. Dockstader down the front stretch. Now here goes Rich Murtaugh. Murtaugh puts the nose to the inside of the Dolbear, number 31B. And they'll head to turn number 2. Dolbear able to drive away from off the top of turn 2 down the backstretch. Trevor Gibbons settles into number 4 position as they head into turn number 3. He'll look to the bottom of the racetrack. There's Murtaugh jumping right up through the middle of the racetrack, trying to close on Ryan Dolbear. White flag is out. Dockstader to turn number 2 for the final time down the backstretch. He will go about an 8-car advantage over Ryan Dolbear's number 31B. Checkered flag is coming out. Dockstader works off the north end of the speedway. He'll bring him down the front stretch. Taylor Dockstader races his way into tonight's show. Ryan Dolbear is going to go with him in that number 31B, followed by the 33 of Rich Murtaugh, the 621 of Trevor Gibbons, and the 32 of Max Hill.
Okay, now we start the featuring.
I think so.
It says intermission and track